Hey, hi everyone. Sorry, I'm a little bit late today. It's been a very busy morning, but welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Friday, whatever that means, and you are at the Calm in the Center of the Storm with me, Marsha Grace, your Calm Creativity Connector. And today we ask the question, is true happiness possible? And I just thought that talking about happiness, like making a little shift of gears from the many weeks that we've been talking about all the different ways to handle stress and anxiety, that it was time to make a little shift and talk about happiness, which may sound I'm trying to think of the right word, but I'm not trying to be flip. I know many people are going through a lot of difficulty right now, so that's certainly not what I'm about. But what I do want to talk about is something that is so important that, and if you get this, it'll change your life. It'll absolutely change your life because it will give you a new perspective and everything that you did before that brought you down and made you sad and made you worried will no longer be there. Or not be there as much. This finding happiness is not a sprint. It's a marathon. It's something that we work on. We have to work on it. We have to really want it. We have to be willing to accept it. So that's important to know. It's important. It's not just going to happen. Bing, you snap your fingers. I'm happy. Okay, because many people who are struggling in life and kind of look at things from the glass half empty, can't understand. They really can't see that happiness is even possible in this world for many people. That they're struggling and that it's difficult and everything is a hard one, to achieve, and that's a mental mindset. That is a mental mindset. Hello, Michelle. Nice to see you today. So, did I say that there is a way? There is a way, and I talk about this every week. There is a way for you to view your feelings and experiences differently so that you can discover the solutions that are right within you for your business, for your personal life, for your family, for just dealing with people in general. All the answers are right inside you. So, and that's my expertise. I teach what I call meditative contemplation, to differentiate it from meditation, because what I do is quite different. So, and anybody can do it. It's there's nothing difficult. It really is about making a decision in your mind to want peace instead of chaos. You have to make that decision, and it's not as easy as one thinks. You might say, "Oh, who wants to be chaotic?" But unfortunately, we accept chaos as normal, and then we don't see how it could be different, right? So it really takes a little, like I said, contemplation to get to the place where you can say, wait a minute now, just because everything is upside down and crazy and miserable doesn't mean that it has to be that way. Maybe there's a different way to look at this. So that's where I come from, and I know that it's true. Hi, Michael. Good to see you. Buzzy is watching. Thank you. All right, so today we're going to talk about the question. And my answer, of course, is yes, of course, true happiness is possible. It's not something that we are going to, as I said, gain probably in a split second, or just because we say, oh yeah, I'd like to be happy. There's got to be something behind that. So let's make some, I just want to make a few points today, and then we'll do our meditation if you want to hang around for that afterwards, so that we can pull ourselves together and relax. Oh, and before we go into happiness, I just want to share some good news. A networking buddy of mine, just published her book. Her name is Janet Metz Walter, and her book is called The 2-Carat Ring. And in it is these are all stories. These are all jewelry stories. And the second story in here is mine. So I contributed to this, and I'm so excited for her that she's got this book out. She has an online jewelry business, and this will be her calling card to say, hey, I wrote a book about jewelry, so I must know what I'm talking about, and she does. So you might want to check that out just for fun. The 2-carat ring. Okay, there you go. All right, what else did I want to tell you? I think I'll save the drinks for later. Okay. And, I have to tell you this. An old friend who's a marvelous poet, artist. She's just a fabulous lady. Lives in Huntington here on Long Island. And one day she was tuning in, and she wrote, afterwards she sent me this haiku that she wrote. And it goes like this. A haiku is a short poem in the Japanese style of 575. 3 lines, 575 syllables. So here's the haiku. A moment of calm and a reminder to breathe. You've lightened my thoughts. And that's what she sent to me. So thank you, Charlotte. That was very sweet. All right, so let's talk a little bit about, is happiness possible? All right, so let's look at all the reasons why we'd say, no, happiness is not possible. And I guess the first one is that I don't have enough money. I don't have enough stuff. I don't have enough money, or poor. I'm poor, or I wish I had this. I wish I had that, and that just isn't true. It isn't true, because research has been done on this for years and years and years, and it has been shown that the wealthy are no happier than the poor. Okay, so that's not a criteria for happiness. So there you go. I'll bemuse you of that, because just because you think that if I only had so much money, we could take vacations, and we could I don't know, buy my favorite car or whatever it is. That's really not what's going to give you happiness. And I'm sure, and you all know this, everybody knows this. You get the new car or the new house or whatever it is you get, and you're excited for the first few minutes, and it's all great, and then, afterwards, or a few minutes or a few days or a few weeks later, something breaks or something goes wrong. Your hot water heater goes, or or your car breaks down, or you have an accident. That's what happened to me when I got my new car. I think it was maybe 6 or 8 months later, and I went to park somewhere, and when I came out, I had a nice dent in my front fender. Hit and run. So there was my beautiful new car with a nice dent. So that's how happiness can just disappear when we talk about being happy over things, right? So it's not about things. All right, how about goals, right? When I get 300 clients, I'm going to be so happy, right? It's going to be great. When I win the marathon, I'm going to be so happy. So, we can say that, but again, it's not about that. And the reason it's not about that, and I talked about this last week, is that happiness is not in the past and it's not in the future. Happiness is right here in this moment. It's the only place it is. If you're not happy now, you're going to take whatever your state of mind is into the next moment. So that's why, and this is why I say to you, this is so, so important, and why I bang away at this constantly, is that we want to be in the moment. We want to let go of the past, not worry about the future, because it'll take care of itself, because you have that within you to find the answers that you need, but you won't find them in the past or in the future. You're going to find them in this moment, and you're not going to find them unless you allow yourself to open up to the possibility of hearing your inner guidance. We all have that. We all have that inner guidance And this is not hokey pokey, hooey balooey. It's not none of that stuff. This is very, very practical. We call it, a lot of people call it intuition. You could call it your gut feeling. We all have those. And let me ask you, if you think about it truly, do you actually listen to those promptings that you get? And I'll bet a lot of you are going to say no. I don't really pay too much attention to it. See, because we're not taught to honor our own inner wisdom. Think about that for a minute. What are we taught? We're taught that, the answers are out there, or some expert has the answer, or, let me ask my 10 friends and see what they have to say before I can make a decision. And that will hold you back. That will keep your happiness at bay, because first of all, you're going to get if you ask more than one person, you're going to get a bunch of different opinions, and which one are you going to listen to, right? So you've got confusion right there. So, so that's not the way to go. Your answers are in yourself, but you have to learn to listen, and that's in the moment. That's where happiness is, okay? So, and it's a moment-to-moment thing. Of course, we're not happy nobody's happy 24/7. Even me, I'm not happy 24/7, and I'm very happy, but I have my moments. But the one thing I do know is that I'm not going to stay there. I know I'm not going to stay in that sad, angry, whatever thought, because I don't want to. It hurts, it's painful, and why should I put myself in that position? So I've learned how to want to let it go. Really have to want to let it go. So, okay, what else do I want to say? So it's not about goals, right? It's not about getting something or achieving something, although that's nice, and I'm not saying you shouldn't be happy when it happens, but don't wait for that to happen to think that that's where your happiness is. And again, it's not about specific circumstances. It's not about when I meet the perfect man or woman, right? It's not about that. It's not about when I can play the guitar a certain way, whatever it is. It's not about the circumstances in your life. When I move to the place I want to be in, when I get the new position, any of those things, it has nothing to do with that. Because again, those things are in the future. They're not here now. So what good does it do you to be ruminating on those things when your life is right here in this moment? So true happiness is really about accepting that you can experience it right now, regardless of what's going on. It has nothing to do with what's going on or where you are or who you're with or external circumstances. Of course, I don't want you to be a Pollyanna, and I don't want you to pretend like everything is fine when it isn't. That's certainly not what I'm saying. Because we do have to deal with whatever the circumstances are that are in front of us. However, again, you'll find those answers in this moment. When you make a decision, yes, I'm having this issue right now. I'm feeling concerned about this thing now, but I know there's an answer. So let me just get still and listen to my inner wisdom. So that's what I'm going to talk about. That's what I'm going to talk about for the next couple of weeks. I really want to investigate happiness and all the ways we tend to look at it, and how we circumnavigate it and pretend like it's so difficult and all that kind of stuff. Okay? So bear with me. But if you want to stick around, we're going to do our little meditation, because this will help you learn how to be in the moment. It's really very, very simple. And one of the simplest ways to get there is to breathe. And you've heard this. I'm sure you've heard this over and over and over again. But I'm going to say it again, and I'll say it again, and I'll say it again, because we all need to hear this constantly. We have such resistance to our own happiness. It's bizarre. It really is. And I know why, but I'm not going to go into that today. That's a discussion for another time. However, let us now... Hi, Lori. Let's see, Jorge, and... or Jorge. Should I say Jorge? I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Hi, Edward. All right, so stay with me, and let's give ourselves that opportunity to find the now, to find the peace in the moment, to find our inner resources, you know. But we have to be willing. We have to actually seek it out. It's not going to come knocking on our door unbidden because we're resisting it. You know, the very fact that we don't let it, you know, it's like a closed door. If you don't open the door, you're not going to find out what's on the other side. So we have to open the door. And the way we do that is with our meditation. So I just lit our candle. And if you like to look at the candle while we do a couple of deep breaths, fine. If you like to close your eyes, that's great too. So whatever works for you is fine. And so let's do the simplest breath today, which a good relaxing breath, because it's Friday, it's the end of the week, or who knows? I mean, I know everybody, our days and weeks are like so mixed up right now, but let's hope that we can think of today as the start of some relaxation time. I hope so for you. I hope that's true. All right, and if not, you can still be relaxed, whatever you're doing. So that's fine too. All right, but and this you can do anytime. And when I teach this as part of my program, what I teach this is that you do this at least every morning when you first wake up. You do your breath work. Okay, absolutely essential, crucial, must do thing first thing in the morning. All right, and very simple. And there are many ways. I mean, I teach a lot of different breath techniques, but we'll just do this very, very simple one, which leads to instant relaxation. Okay, so you're sitting comfortably in whatever seat you're in, and just let your arms be resting comfortably in your lap, and you have your feet on the floor. Okay, and we're going to breathe in to the count of 5. Okay, and then you're going to blow the breath out. So let me demonstrate. Okay, this is a sighing breath, and as you sigh, just feel your whole body just droop. Just feel all the muscles go loose and limp. Okay. And you're going to feel so great after you do just 3 or 4 of these, all right? So here we go. We're going to breathe into 5. Breathe in through your nose if you can, through your nose. And then, of course, exhale with a sigh. Let's make some noise. I hope you're around where nobody can hear you. If not, well, so they'll think you're a little strange, but you'll be teaching them something that'll be good for them too. So, so it's all good. All right, so breathing in. Let's start breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, just keeping your eyes closed for a minute, just feel how that feels. Are you feeling a little dizzy? Perfectly normal. You're bringing in a lot of oxygen that your body is not used to, because most of us are breathing very shallowly at the top of our lungs. So just feel the effects of that. A little tingling, perhaps. Maybe there's a little smile. You feel good now. You feel a little relaxed. So maybe the corners of your mouth may be turning up, I hope. And as we're sitting here in this relaxed state, I want you to just take a moment to go back to a time when you were a little kid, when something really wonderful happened. Maybe it was your birthday, maybe you got a new bike, or maybe, I don't know, something went on vacation, whatever wonderful thing happened that gave you so much delight and joy that you still remember it today. So I want you to find that time and just imagine just remember the feelings that you felt. What did you look like? What did you say? How did you sound? What did you do? Just spend a minute now. All right, so come on back from that little childhood experience, and I hope that brought a smile to your face, a happy memory. Happy memories are very important, especially in tough times. You know, we can bring ourselves back to that, to those carefree moments. Can really take a lot of the stress off. So I hope that was helpful for you. And if you enjoyed what we did here today and what we do every week, then please give me a like. Share it with other people that you think will benefit from it, because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to be truly helpful and to help people to recognize their own inner wisdom, their own inner power, to find the answers that you need in your life, so that you can be the happiest, so you can be the most successful, so you can be the most creative and joyful person you can be. That's the name of my book, Calm, Creative, Joyful. And one of my books, actually, I'm in the process of publishing another book. So go to my website, which should be in the box there, and get one of my guided meditations there. You can listen for free. And look around, see if there's anything that interests you. If you have any questions, please just give me a shout. I'd love to hear from you. So have a beautiful weekend and a great next week, and many blessings. And until then, see you soon. Bye-bye.